I want to welcome the honors students, their colleagues, their friends and families and classmates who have come to support and learn from the honors students. I want to welcome our faculty and staff, our faculty mentors, our faculty committee who has worked so hard this year to make this event come together. And we have some special guests in the audience, and I welcome them from various parts of the city. And I'd like to introduce to you our president, Dr. Diane B. Call.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I echo a welcome, and I am so very proud to be here, to be seeing so many of our students and students from our sister institutions really present the outcomes of a great deal of work by our students with our incredible faculty. And I have to say again that our faculty and staff never adhere to boundaries of a 50-minute class or a 3-hour class, because they are teachers and they are mentors, and that activity goes on well beyond what's in the classroom. And I know each and every one of you appreciates the work that you've been able to accomplish with our faculty. So I thank them. I can't thank them enough. We do have many special guests today. This is the 9th annual conference of honors for Queensborough. And the honors effort that we undertook is actually 13 years old, right? Because our wonderful university has an extraordinary honors program, and in fact, they have an honors school, and community college students were never really officially part of it. So we're New Yorkers, right? So we'll do it ourselves, which is what we did at Queensborough. And that is thanks to the effort of many faculty led by Dr. Tirelessly of our chemistry department and our academic affairs office. I know that Michelle has worked so very hard, and so many of our staff on OAA. But Dr. Tirelessly kind of led the charge, and initially the focus, of course, was on what he does best, which is undergraduate research. We have an extraordinary history of success with our students who have success in the area of research. But it became quite a popular endeavor and spread across our disciplines. So today you'll have over 300 presentations by students from all disciplines, and that's a tribute, again, to the creativity, the inventiveness of our students, and the inspiration they receive from our faculty and staff. So I would like to acknowledge many guests, several guests that we have in the audience. We have with us the University Dean for Research and Science, Dr. Avram Kaplan from the university. We have with us Dean Aaron Hornig from Hofstra University. Dr. Brenda Henry Orfor with SUNY-Empire State. Danny Eng from Long Island University, admissions. Gina Pappas from St. John's University, admissions. Brian Hargrove from the honors program, he directs it at Berkeley College. And Adele Felder, admissions, Berkeley College. Thank you. Welcome. Today belongs to you, so I will say one more time, thank you. I know we're all going to enjoy the various presentations. Again, appreciation to our Office of Academic Affairs, Vice President Steele, Dean Cuomo, Dean Marchese, Dean Corradetti, and of course the staff who have been amazing. Is Carol here? Carol, where are you? Back there, Carol, thank you. Enjoy, and thank you.
Next, I'd like to introduce to you our Interim Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Karen Steele.
if you were here last year, anybody here last year? Okay, no Lady Gaga today. Anyway, it is really wonderful. What a room full of people. And there are a few seats for those of you who are in the back, a few down here. This is just such a wonderful display of where our former honors students have gone. It gives me chills to see, where you are now and where you're likely to go with what you have gained with the work you've done with the faculty and support staff here. I just thought I'd mention, someone pointed out to me today, CUNY has a magazine called Salute to Scholars. The last page says, the new cultural capital of Queens. That's Queensborough. And seeing where some of our theater alums have gone, where you're going to be hearing from some musicians here. We have dance and art here, so we're doing wonderful things along with the social sciences and the humanities and sciences and business. So, welcome to everybody, and I'm looking forward to hearing the presentations.
I'd like to introduce to you Dr. Paris Voronos, Professor of Chemistry and Director of the Honors Program.
I wasn't going to play the piano because I don't know how to do it. So when someone goes to a movie or a play, or the credits are actually gone all the way at the end of the play or the movie. But we'll do the opposite here. So the reason why I'm here is to basically give credit to the people who actually contributed to this. So first of all, I would like to thank all the colleges for visiting or participating in this event. And this would not have been possible if it wasn't for Brian Kerr and his close networking he established. Brian? Come on, speak up. Thank you. And then the venue would never have been as spotless as today unless it was the group of Joe Cartolano and his team. And of course, Kevin Bryan was the point man for this. So I thank you, Kevin. Kevin? The next was the room reservations. As you probably know, there are classes even on Friday afternoons that are being held here. So the room reservations would never have been possible to a seamless way unless Florence Farad and Amy Baltagian worked diligently on this. Florence is out because she celebrates a Greek Easter. I guess I was supposed to do the same thing, but I forgot. So I thank you, Amy, and tell Florence that I will call 5008 on Monday. So this year's newsletter is 5 pages longer than last year, which is the all-time record. So all of you should be able to have one of those, and in the rooms there are lots of those. So please look at it. There are basically the reflections of faculty, students, and more important, alumni, which I think is very important to us. So this would never have happened unless we had, of course, 3 people who worked diligently on this. First of all, it was Tanya Zhelevskeva and Matt Koch. Where are they? Okay. And of course, it was Ed Hansen who put it together. You can stand up, where is he? Okay. And he put them in a very professional fashion. My very good friend Jonas keep him happy because he's going to go to New York Times. So thank you very much for working hard on this. But Ed, stay up. We haven't finished yet. And the reason for that is that you have made arrangements with all the techs, and you have coordinated the smooth presentations of so many of these presentations. So there are many people involved with it. It's our Pete and his son Peter, and of course Ray and and many other people. I guess John from business. So all these people who are here, please stand and get recognized. But then we had the program too, as you know. Last Saturday, the American Chemical Society New York section had their undergraduate research symposium in the whole city of New York and a little bit of New Jersey. And I think we had a total of about 142 presentations. We had more than double that. So obviously the print shop with Warren Brown and Rich and Zaire and Greg put it all together. I think they are stuck downstairs because there are some more things happening this Saturday. So if they're here, anybody? Well, we applaud them anyway. Thank you. So when we started first, we had, we were struggling to get 50 abstracts. And my friend Maurizio says, I was discussing with him and whether we were going to make it 100. Now we have more than 300. So in the beginning, we had submissions via email. But then we had Raj Vaswani, who actually created this online submission, which takes about 15 seconds. And so he created a web link. And Raj, come on, speak up. Yeah, thank you. So, of course, we have the members of the Honors Committee. And, of course, they helped us with the traffic. In addition to the extra duties. So Ed Hansen once more, and Tanya Zelechkeva, and Matt Koch, and Nidhi Gadur, and John Berghout, and Kelly Ford, and John Gilodor, and Yun Kim, and Hamid Namdar, and Mauricio Santoro, and of course, Susan Shamarella. So thank you all. So let's go down to business now. Many of the presentations were actually made by adjunct faculty. So I know some of them are here, some of them are, of course, somewhere along the Long Island Expressway trying to get the evening class teaching somewhere. So any of the adjunct faculty here, please stand up and get recognized. Faculty, adjunct faculty. Our thoughts are with them. And Joe Ayoya was actually an adjunct CLT who actually mentored kids for years using an X-ray fluorescence. And he basically worked on the identification of different heavy metals in imported cat food and dog food. And then he was fanatic about golf. So he actually did analysis on golf balls and found out what are the quantities of heavy metals that are actually collected in golf balls. He's not with us anymore. I'm sure he's looking at us, and I'm sure he's smiling. So now we have the full-time faculty members, and I think there are a lot of them. And so therefore I want you kindly to stand and get recognized, please. Thank you. Full-time faculty. Tenured and untenured. And then we have, of course, the students who are presenting. So please do stand and get recognized. So are we ready to go? Not yet. Not yet. Why? Well, because we still have to recognize the most important member of this group. She's basically the glue that put everything together. Carol. So all of us have worked together, not because of compensation, but because of pride. I know many people say, well, you know, this is his job, he should have made it. That's what you're supposed to do, but that's not the right attitude. We have kids to take care of, we have kids to groom, and we want to make sure that they do well and eventually be our best ambassadors. So this presentation was done thanks to Ray. Stand up. Come on. And so Phil also is going to take this to eternity, right? He's going to take the video to eternity, so until the new technology comes up. So thank you, Phil. I'm sure you've seen some of those guys over here, some of those ladies. These were, when they first came to us, they were completely unguided, but we worked with them. So I hope many of you join this group, and I'm interested in increasing this collection here. So we have about 4 to 5 more hours to go. And 365 days for the next year. Thank you.
We've started a tradition in the last couple of years, which is to have some of our students perform for the entire group in our music and theater programs. So it was a very beautiful event last year, and I hope you all enjoy it again. So I want to introduce to you Dr. Stephen Dalkey of the music department, who will introduce his honor students.
I share this with Dr. Bjorn Burkhout, who prepared Utsab Giri, and I helped guide Tito Jose Gutierrez. Utsab is a composition student and has composed a piece of music which is species counterpoint, I believe. And Tito will be giving us a presentation on Mozart's aria from the opera Così fan tutte. Which of you would like to go first? Arm wrestle.
Hi guys, anybody here knows who Mozart is? Right? All right, cool. He was kind of like the rock star of his day, and my presentation is going to be kind of why was he so different? Why was he so enlightened and stood out from everybody else in his time? He wasn't very popular as everybody else was in the 1700s, but in modern day, he's one of the most popular composers we know of. And the reason is things like his use of chromatic harmony, non-chordal tonal range on the soprano sides of music, and also just his different variety of emotion, from very light and soft music to very thunderous and violent music. He took all of that into his repertoire. He composed in every major genre that existed in the 1700s. I'm going to be performing an aria from Così fan tutte, which will give you a look into the softer side of his music. Thank you.
Ristoro al cor Hi, everybody. By a show of hands, how many of you are nervous today? I remember I stood here last year right at this spot and I said to the presenters, please do not be nervous, you are all overachievers. And today I say to you, there's no need to be. You've had the strength and the courage to go where many others didn't, and you gave more than you were asked for. So I would like to say, please, when you go out, get out of here and go out into the world, please do not lose this spirit. Because hopefully the future will be run by people like you. So to you, to Queensborough, I love this place. So to you, to Queensborough, and to my dearest professor, I'd like to dedicate this piece. Good luck on your finals.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Next, I'd like to introduce to you Professor Lisa Jonker, who has brought some of the cast of the departmental production of Our Town.
Good afternoon, everyone. So every year, our department puts on 4 theatrical productions, each one of which involves 100+ hours of rehearsal and labor by each of our students. It's an incredible sacrifice that they make every year, and it involves rehearsals in the classroom, it involves research on characters and time period outside of the classroom. And every year, I never cease to be impressed by their work. So today, they got locked out. Today, we're going to be staging just a small piece, two connected scenes from our production of Our Town. I'm going to grab a chair. Hold on. And I'd like to introduce my actors here today. So this is Angelica Medina. This is Sean Harrison. And to my left is Katerina Cinquamani. I'm going to take this away and hope that they project like they've been taught to. Yes? Okay, let's see. Sorry, guys.
Oh, sorry. Wait, before you begin, I'm sorry, there is one more thing. So, Thornton Wilder's play calls for, it's a convention of the play, that they don't actually have the items that they interact with. So they'll have no props. She's going to be working with a bowl that's not there. She's not supposed to have a bowl. We didn't forget our props.
Emily, come and help me string these beans for the winter. Why, George Gibbs let himself have a real conversation, didn't he? Why, he's growing up. How old would George be? Oh, I don't know. Let's see. He must be almost 16?
Mama, I made a speech in class today, and I was very good.
You must recite it to your father at supper. What was it about?
Louisiana Purchase. It was like silk off a spool. I'm going to make speeches all my life. Mama, are these big enough?
Try and get them a little bigger if you can.
Mama, will you answer me a question? Serious?
Seriously, dear, not serious.
Seriously? Will you?
Of course I will.
Mama, am I good looking?
Of course you are. Both my children got good features. I'd be ashamed if they hadn't.
Oh, Mama, that's not what I mean. What I mean is, am I pretty?
Of course you are. You have a nice young pretty face. I've never heard of such foolishness.
Oh, Mama, you never tell us the truth about anything.
I am telling you the truth.
Mama, George. That's the easiest of them all.
I don't see it. Emily, can you give me a hint?
I'll tell you one thing. The answer's in yards.
In yards. How do you mean?
In square yards.
Oh, in square yards.
Yes, George, don't you see?
Yeah.
In square yards of wallpaper.
Oh, square yards of wallpaper. Thanks a lot, Emily.
You're welcome. My, isn't the moonlight terrible? And choir practice going on. I think if you hold your breath, you can hear the train all the way to Kentucky. Hear it?
What do you know?
Well, I guess I better go back and try to work.
Good night, Emily.
Good night, George.
Thank you so much. Next, I'd like to introduce to you Dr. Avram Kaplan, who is the University Dean of the City University of New York, and we're very grateful for him, his presence here today.
Good afternoon. They were two very tough acts to follow. Let's give them another round of applause. They were really good. Thanks. My name is Avram Kaplan. I'm the Associate University Dean for Research for the City University of New York, which means I help to promote and administer research across the university, but I do so from an office building. So it's a great pleasure for me to be amongst you today, and I congratulate you all. So first, I'd like to really thank the professors in the room. I think you do an amazing job for your students. You invest a great deal of time, not only personally with your students, but also in writing the kind of grants, and especially institutional grants, that fund undergraduate research. So on behalf of all the students, I'd like to congratulate all of the faculty here for the amount of time that you put in. But it's really you, the students, that we honor here today. And I think it really is amazing that you get involved in research. And from where I sit and from where I'm standing right here, research provides you with the kinds of tools you need for the workplace. No matter what kind of research you do, whether it's chemistry or in the humanities or psychology or astrophysics, you're engaging in the type of skills and engaging in the creative process in a way that really is going to help you in the future. So listen, I'd just like to thank you very much indeed for inviting me today, and congratulations to you all.
Thank you so much, Dr. Caplan. We're about to wrap up, but a few very important things. First of all, I'm very excited. For the first time, we have some institutions who've come to visit us and to present opportunities for honors students on their campuses: Berkeley College, Long Island University, Hofstra, and St. John's University. So I hope you take a moment to visit those tables, because you might learn that it might be something that you connect to, and as you think of what you're going to do next. So please take a moment if you can. I hope you all have programs. If you don't, they're upstairs. Everyone's room number is listed. I know some students are presenting in various rooms. What we usually do is we all get together in a room, and we faculty members will help support. We also have student mentors there to help us. But together in the room, decide an order. If you don't have to leave to present somewhere else, we request that after you present that you stay and listen to your peers so that everyone has an audience. And also to welcome our guests from other participating colleges, Kingsborough, City Tech. Yeah, welcome. And consider that there are guests, and make sure that you're there and listen to them and sharing what they have to bring. So thank you so much. Thank you to all of our presenters, and have a wonderful conference.